Right, so now we're going to go ahead and look at this funny looking, looks like a C with a line drawn through it, like a curvy E. And this is to indicate that an object is an element of a set. Okay. When we go ahead and put the slash mark through it, it replaces the word is not an element of. So when it doesn't have the slash, it is an element. When it has the slash, is not an element of. Okay, I'm going to look at really quick at example 5. I'm not going to go ahead and write it all out. All right, and I have that 8, well, maybe I should write out this one. 8 is an element of 1, 2, 3, up to 10. Now what those 3 dots, these 3 dots are ellipses. Okay. Which means we continue in the same pattern that we started off at the beginning, all the way up till 10. Okay, so we aren't skipping anything. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Is 8 an element of this set? In other words, does that 8 fall in this area? And it absolutely does. This is true. Right? Then we also have R is not an element of. This one just has 4 letters, A, B, C, and Z. Okay, now this one is missing the ellipses. Okay, is R not an element of this? Now we're not continuing counting. We literally only have 4 elements, A, B, C, and Z. R is definitely not an element of that, so this is also true. Is Monday a day of the week? Now notice what's happening with Monday. Monday is its own set. It's not an element. Is the set an element of the days of the week? This is not true. Okay? A set is not an element of this set here. This is not an element. This is a set of its own. Therefore, it cannot be an element. This is false. Okay. Another thing I want to mention here is I want you to go ahead and look at the first part of example 5 where we had 1, 2, 3, and on through 10. When we go ahead and count in order starting with 1, these are the set of counting numbers, also known as natural numbers. And you'll see this come often a lot of times in sets. So what I want you to do right now is pause this for a moment, look at example 6, go ahead and answer those questions here, and then review the inequality notation that's on 4. So pause for a little bit, work those things out, go ahead and review that, and I'm going to take a little bit of a pause here, and then I'm going to go ahead and work through example 7 for you. So take the time, pause, look at those things, and then we're going to look at example 7. All right, example 7, now that you've looked over the notation, switch back to black. All right. And I have set A is a set of natural numbers less than or equal to 3. Okay, so if it's less than or equal to 3, okay, that means I am including anything that's less than 3, that's natural, but also equal to that. Okay? So then I have A is a set of numbers such that we have 1, 2, which are less than 3, and also including 3, which is over here by itself. Okay? Then part B, we have set B is a set of natural numbers greater than 14. Okay? How we would write that is B is a set of numbers greater than 14, which means I can't use 14. I must start with 15. And it's all numbers greater than. I don't want to write all of them forever. So I'm going to write the first 3. And then I'm going to use those lovely ellipses, but I'm not going to close them off. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my other braces. This just means that it's continuing on. All right. And part C says O is such that X is an element, such that X is a natural number and is odd. So what I'm looking for the last one is all natural numbers that are natural and odd. Okay, so that means I can go ahead and start with 1. That's an odd natural number. Then I'm going to skip 2, go to 3. Then I'm going to skip 3 and go to 5. And I'm going to do just one more just so everybody knows the pattern I'm doing. Put my ellipses and then go ahead and close it off. So go ahead and work on example 8. And we'll go ahead and keep going through chapter 2.